What's up, ladies and gentlemen, Spade here, and welcome to Maltz's Monthly Discussion. It is currently March 30th, and the time right now is 5:16 p.m. So, what happened this month? Not too much overall. Yeah, not too much, really. Just like with the end of last month, I continued playing through Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm 1. Eventually I got unstuck, and stuck again in that game. Maybe I'll try to continue it at some point. Who knows, currently I'm stuck on that game again on my own time. And then I dove into Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm 2. Naruto Shippuden to be specific. Dove into that game this month. We finished the game, but we still got some more post-game to do. Definitely itching to get back to that when I get around to it. That game's been really fun. That's easily the one thing that's been eating up most of my time this month. Would probably be that game. Definitely really like the art style for that game in general. The only thing I don't really like about it would be you don't gain access to fast travel until post-game, which is kind of ridiculous. At the very least, it would be nice to have the option to fast travel if you wanted to throughout the main game. What other games did I end up playing on my own time? Honestly, other than Red Dead Redemption 2, randomly last night for like an hour, I think that's about it. Did I dive into anything on the PS3 this month? I definitely used the PS3 this month when it comes to just DVDs a little. But did I dive into any game though? Trying to think. Was there any? I can't think of it. Otherwise, I can't think of it right now. So I guess that's it. Other than recording at least one episode for One Piece Fight Warriors 4. Maybe it was 2 episodes, I'm not sure. One recording session only though. That's all I did for Let's Plays this month. One recording session for that. Naruto was pretty much the main thing this month. Literally. When it comes to what I ended up watching this month, currently watching a Red Dead Redemption 2 Let's Play. So there's that. And there's what else? Continued watching The Food That Built America along with History's Greatest Heist with, I'm not sure how you say his name. I got one more episode to watch for that. Probably gonna watch that after this video. More than likely. I think I watched a little bit of the newer episodes for Family Guy. I think there was like 1 or 2 episodes only for that, so that was new for this month. The next episode for Family Guy is not like next week, I think. What else was there? Because again, Naruto pretty much ate up most of the month. Didn't watch a great deal of stuff at all. Oh, right. What's a decent few episodes for? The newer episodes for Ball Rescue? That stuff was always good. The only problem with it was literally Spike / Paramount Network pretty much having that show be one of 3 or 4 things only on their channel, on their TV channel, back in the day. So all you got was reruns of everything. So it's a good show, but when it's the only thing that's pretty much on your TV channel along with 1 or 2 things, you kind of get sick of it. So yeah, watch a few more episodes for that. What else? When it comes to Pokemon, I only watched 1 more episode for that. So I think I'm now on episode 16 of the original show. The Saint Anne episode. That's the only one I ended up watching. Yeah, I need to get back to watching more of that. And because of just playing Naruto Storm in general, I've been itching to dive back into trying to finish watching Naruto Shippuden, and maybe even dive back into Boruto as well. I mean, there are a lot of episodes for Boruto I need to watch. I have a tad over 100 episodes left to watch for Naruto Shippuden. And I think I've got close to 200 episodes of Boruto I need to catch up on. That's a lot. So I have to get back to One Piece at some point. The anime. And a lot of shows I need to try and get on the watching. Way too much stuff on my to-do list. Really is overwhelming. I still need to get back to Oak Island. Haven't even watched the newest season. Still need to finish the last one. It's been so long since I watched that. I don't need to rewatch that season from scratch to then watch the newer one. Everything eats up way too much fucking time. I also think I watched some type of an anime or cartoon this month, but I literally cannot think of what it was. And I'm not really counting background noise, which we'll dive into in a bit. I guess that's it for like TV shows. So when it comes to like background noise, there's the classified school survivor guide again as background noise, along with Futurama, Milk and Dad, Family Guy, those usuals. Even some Naruto has background noise as well, I believe. The OG one, I think, if I'm recalling correctly. What else? Semi we watched Clone High. Thought that was background noise one night, and Semi watched most of it. Somehow. What else? What else? I think even Beyblade was background noise for a little bit. At one point. The Beyblade Metal series specifically, I believe. Yeah, I think that sounds about right. And just a few other shows as background noise in general. Then we kind of got to talk about movies. Didn't really watch too much from movies, but just like with last month, I dove into the Jurassic Park trilogy for the first time ever. Classics, even though they weren't as good as I thought they were going to be, I still enjoyed them. I got some classics that month off of my to-watch list. And I got some classics off my to-watch list this month. I ended up watching... This also eat up a good bit of time this month as well. Just because of how fucking long these movies are. The Godfather trilogy. Really fucking overrated in my opinion. Definitely overrated movies. I can see the appeal, and I can potentially see why a lot of people favor these movies. But for me, most of it went over my head, to be honest. Out of what I understood, I enjoyed them. I must have enjoyed them to some extent if I sat through all of them. Granted, because of how long these movies were, I took massive breaks in between each of these movies. Specifically the second and third one. But even if I sat through three of these movies, each of them in full in one sitting, I don't think it would have changed my opinion. I can definitely see the appeal and everything, but it just kind of goes over my head. The first one, sort of understood it, couldn't really follow what character was who. The second one, it was decent enough. Couldn't understand the present part. Well, the past part was solid. The third movie, personally, I think the third one's the best one out of the three. I can see that lacks the charm of the other two, but because I understood most of the third one, I preferred that one the most. Overall, I feel like these movies are 5 or 6 for me in general. I think there was another movie I ended up watching this month, but I don't remember the name of it at all. That's all it was, but regardless, I semi-watched something else this month. And lastly, we pretty much kinda gotta talk about Infinity Nado a little bit. Ended up watching episode 26 for the OG series. The only one for the OG series in English online period, as far as I can tell. Ended up watching that. Looking at an AMV that involves that fight, along with 24 and 5 and 6. All of that is within the AMV that's in the works. But yeah, what's up to 26 for that in English? Randomly. Then we kinda gotta talk about Beyblade Metal Fury. I sorta watched this. I ended up scanning through every episode for Metal Fury, keeping track of every character just about that shows up in any episode, for the most part. So I now know every episode most characters in that show up in. It's all been kept track of. That took 2 nights to do. I listened to music while doing it. And if you're scanning through a whole show, to know what episodes that character or Pacific character shows up in, you're pretty much watching the whole show. Because you're slowly scanning through it in an editor. That's pretty much all for this month, so we're gonna call it here. So, until next time, stay golden.